Hey, welcome to Raven Oak Art. My name is Caleb Knowles, and thank you so much for joining me today for this painting. It is going to be a doozy, I'm assuming. I'm just kidding. I don't even know what it's going to be, but we're going to find out as we go along. Before we get started, I want to thank my sponsor, Paint 22, awesome organization for veterans. And if you guys get a chance, make sure to swing through, check them out on Facebook. They got a bunch of cool stuff going on. So, so today I am going to try something new. It's going to be a mountain, and you guys are like, that ain't new. It's going to be a mountain with a waterfall, but what is new about it is it's going to be on a 12 by 20 canvas, and it's very elongated, as y'all can see. So I'm using paint left over from another painting I did that didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it. So we're gonna see how this one goes as we go along. So, all right. So to begin, well, before we get started, let me explain the canvas. The canvas on top is liquid white. The bottom is liquid clear. The palette is as follows: white, yellow ochre, orange, cad red, crimson, viridian green, red ochre, burnt umber black, and Prussian blue. And to start things off, we're just gonna go straight to our Prussian blue. We're gonna tap into the palette and we are gonna just send it right up top. Like that. Look at that, it already looks kind of like a sky. And you're just gonna do these little crisscrosses. Like that. I like it. Look at that, that's simple, we got a sky. 1 minute in, we're already done with the painting. All right, catch you guys. Psych. All right, let me stop messing around. Let's go back and blend this a little bit. All you're doing is just doing those crisscrosses again, very softly. And you're leaving those indications. I like this angle, kind of like a wild sky flying and the wind's blowing it. Get the top part. You want the top part to be kind of dark too, because as you work your way down your eyes to your horizon line, it gets lighter. So, and you can see all I'm doing is applying less pressure, and the liquid white is picking up on the blue on my brush. It's really neat how that works. I'm sure there's an actual scientific term for it, or an artistic term for it, but I don't know it. So, all right, I'm gonna go back, grab me a fan brush, and we're gonna be using this actually a decent amount for our waterfall. Once we do that, and all I'm gonna do, and I'm just literally giving off indications. Throwing in some little bit of clouds in this here all powerful sky. And let's see, I want that edge to be covered. I had a little spot there, but we fixed it. So yeah, and you don't really even have to do too much because we already got the indication from how we did our sky thanks to the liquid white, or the magic white, whatever you want to call it. I guess it depends on your brand you choose. But now let's make us a almighty powerful mountain. I don't know why, I'm very excited for this painting. Like, I'm excited for a lot of the paintings I do. I think what it is I just did not like the painting I did a second ago, so I'm like, okay, let's go off on this one. Alright, let me explain what I'm doing. So I got a little bit of black, a little bit of crimson, and like when we do our mountains, you don't really necessarily have to, freak out over your color. You just want it to be a dark color. So I got my dark color right here, and I'm just gonna cut, and we're gonna choose our spot. And I choose, you gotta remember, this mountain's gonna be in the background, so you don't have to, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can do it however you want. I was talking to another artist about it the other day, about the way people do mountains. It's very interesting because he's in the mindset that mountains should not be triangular. And I'm like, well, you know, I can't really argue with you on that because, I mean, you know, you never see a perfect triangle mountain. But if you want to make a triangle mountain, then who is there to really stop you? I mean, that's what's cool about being a painter. You can literally make nature whatever you want it to be. I'm gonna wipe off this dirty brush. And this mountain in the back right here is a little bit, well, this mountain to the side's a little bit further back, I already know. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the edges because I know that the big one's gonna come out kind of in front. And we're gonna grab it and just pull it out in front. And what that does is it pushes that mountain to the background. Same thing here. And you just kind of keep this pattern going here. Same thing. And be careful because you don't want to have your mountain go down into your liquid clear because then it isn't going to blend very well. Like with the whitening effect of the liquid white. So I'm kind of start doing some circles so that you can kind of see some mist and stuff falling off of this here mountain. And what's cool is you can see how it's picking up all that blue that was on my brush from earlier. That's neat. Alright, so now I'm sure you guys can probably guess where I'm about to go with this. We're going to add some snow to this mountain. So I'm just going to go back. And just choose our spot. We're going to go here. Need a little bit more. Make sure it's marbled. You don't want just one color. What I mean by marbled is there's a multitude of colors. So when you look at like a marble table, like in people's kitchens, there's a multitude of colors blended. And we're just gonna do the same thing here. And make sure you get these edges too. You don't wanna leave them out. You're gonna be able to tell where your one mountain begins and the other one ends. So, ooh. And this one had a little bit of yellow from where my palette was previously. Awesome, I like it. Now I'm gonna go back and just kind of make this color a little bit darker. And we're gonna do the same thing, but reverse. So now this darker color should be our shadow on the mountain. So same thing here. I did kind of forget this mountain back there. Let me go back and fix that. Man, there's all sorts of cool stuff going on with that mountain. Maybe some right here. Make sure you get all of it. Now we got our almighty, in the words of Mr. Alexander, mountain. And I'm gonna set this down on my dirty pile, and I'm just gonna go back with a fan brush. Got my fan brush, and go back to our white. And all I'm gonna do is just kind of give off some indications of mist back here, and kind of clouds it up a little bit. And we'll actually add some layers to this. So. Nice. So got that took care of. Let's go back. I'm gonna clean off this brush a little bit and just kind of gently blend it. Doesn't have to be perfect. We are very far back in our painting. Like Personally, I wish I would have done it a little bit smaller to even show more distance. Because the bigger something is, the closer it is to you. That's the way the eye works when you're painting. So there's all sorts of cool stuff like that. You can play off of that trick whenever you're doing an image. So remember that as a painter. Perspective is key. Alright, so we got all of that going on. Let's see. I'm actually going to use that same dirty brush and we'll clean it up a little bit. Let me put a little bit of paint thinner on it. Y'all rarely ever see this because I normally like to clean my brushes after the video. But beat the brakes off of it. Alright, test it, make sure it's clean. I'm going to go back to our Viridian Green, mix it in with our mountain color, maybe a touch of yellow, tap that in. We're just gonna give off some indications of some trees back here. And that pushes our mountain further back. Ain't that neat? And I really want these trees to be dark, so I'm gonna actually put in a little bit more black into that. So. Now, normally when people do these types of paintings, they have their bottom of their canvas black. So I didn't really have one of those canvases just laying around to put like liquid white up top. So I'm gonna have to kind of adapt and overcome over here. So we'll see how this ends up going. But I do know that I am going to kind of like that. So what I just did was I kind of gave off an indication that, hey, there's going to be a river here and it's going to snake its way down to this waterfall. So now that we got that, let's go back and I'm going to put a little bit more of our Viridian Green and we're going to kind of give off some indications that there is some grass. Just to kind of, you know, I guess, shape or map out how we're going to do this stuff. You can bring it over the water a little bit. Yes. You don't want to be too Viridian. Kind of go back, make it blacken it a little bit, especially as it gets further away into the distance. Alright, I like it. And you don't want there to be too much paint, so if that happens, you can always just kind of tap in with a brush. Another little tool we got as oil painters is we have the flexibility to do stuff like that. Now I'm just going to grab a little bit of... Well, actually, before I do that, I got a better idea. We might as well work on our waterfall while we got the energy, huh? Got this momentum going. So all you're going to do is just kind of tap in. And once you get down here, just you get to your waterfall, you just go. Like that. Ain't that cool? It's like it's coming out of the painting already. Alright. And I'm actually going to go back to our darkish color. And we're just going to kind of send it down. I don't know where that picked up. Well, I do know where that picked up, y'all. Now I think about it. Nice. So you got that. We'll just kind of grab it. And just kind of like a cliff here. Same thing on this side. You're just kind of playing with the perspective. You can even go back, maybe grab some more black and just. Alright, so I'm going to go back to, well, I'm actually going to use my oval brush here. I'm going to go ahead and tap it into our yellow ochre with a little bit of Viridian. And all you got to do is just kind of choose your spots back here. And you're just going to kind of tap it in some indications of yellow. Now we're looking like we got some grass. Same thing here. Don't take away all that dark though. And we'll even kind of grab that. Kind of like we got the grass falling off the edge a little bit. Same thing on the alternative side, which would be my left, probably your right. I'm not sure how it'll look on the camera, but just kind of same thing here. Keeping these little grass areas falling down. Same thing down here. And it pushes that water back. Like, that's so cool. I guess you could say I'm kind of a nerd for perspective when it comes to painting. Like, whenever I go to like an art show or a gallery or something, that's all I look for is just seeing how people do stuff like that, you know. And this is honestly one of the easiest techniques to paint, like, so, like, it's kind of easy to do it with this style. Like, I wish I could kind of, well, you guys can kind of see it pretty good, I guess, but yeah. We'll actually keep this going because honestly, I really am digging this grass, the way this works down here. So I'm gonna go back to our dark color, and we'll just kind of. Same thing. And I'm gonna be risky. I have a pattern of sending paintings flying when doing this, so try not to do it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I really gotta figure out how to clamp this better, honestly. Anybody has any tips, please share, because I can't keep just sending paintings flying all the time, so, well, I can. I mean, I guess that's a form of entertainment in itself. I prefer not to do that, though, so. But yeah, let's continue this. So I'm just dragging the yellow into the yellow, reword that, my English. So I'm dragging the brush straight down vertically, loading it, and then I'm just keeping this going. Honestly, the more I look at it, I think I oughta. Another thing in regards to like perspective, when you're doing perspective, the closer something gets to you, the darker it gets. So henceforth, I'm gonna go back to our black, mix it in, kind of, and add some Viridian, and our highlight should be getting darker as I go down, not brighter. Had to catch myself on that one. Now, I am going to go back to our fan brush that we were previously using. And all I'm going to do is do like how I did up here with the fog. I'm just going to kind of blend it in. Even like right here, where like I kind of still had the white spots, you can kind of just blend stuff back into it. Nice, I'm liking this a lot actually. Yeah, so you know those little white spots you might have missed, maybe you can blend in some smoke going up. There's a lot of vegetation, so it's picking up, the white's picking up some of that green. And, you know, work your way up with it. It's all right. Don't take away too much of this. I mean, if you really want to, I guess go ahead and do it. I wouldn't recommend it, but yeah. And now I'm gonna go back to this color, this Viridian down here. Watch this. All I'm gonna do is just kind of just give a base color down here. I chose this color. Maybe you want to add some yellow in there. It's all good. Just don't want it to be too much now, but I kind of put a little too much, but it's all good. I'll kind of wipe it off a little bit. Yep. Go back to our dirty brush and just kind of I'm gonna grab another fan brush actually. And all I'm gonna do is just kind of tap. Just really load this fan brush up. You want it to kind of be able to do its thing as it blends down here. You know, you can keep up your blending of your fog down here. Same thing over here, just as I get afraid that I just sent a painting going. Yeah, keep this pattern going. Just tap it. Kind of gives off indications of maybe ripples in the water. Maybe it comes down a little bit and just. Ain't that beautiful? I wish I could like zoom in beforehand, show you all the little details on it. But actually, I do think I need to add one thing. Let me maybe we need a tree. I'd say probably about right here. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go grab our black and whatever this brush is. I can't really see. It's a little dark in my studio. just gonna start down low. Just wow. Fact. Maybe I can find you. Maybe, I don't know. Let's go back and grab our palette knife. Not this one though. Let me wipe off this palette knife. Okay, so look, check this out. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some burnt umber, which is honestly very loose over here. A little bit of titanium white, and we're gonna marble it, create this color. Should be like this beautiful mixture. And we're just gonna kind of tap. And I'm gonna stand up. So. And just kind of, normally I do the pull thing. Don't pull with this one. You want to just tap. Maybe as you get down further, you apply less pressure because it gets darker as you get closer to the bottom. All right, now. Let's make this real fun. Go ahead, add a little bit of paint thinner. Make sure you get it real thin. I mean real thin, like ink. And just pull straight up first. And just kind of go up with it. Yeah, I chose a rainy day to be painting, guys, which is normally good, except I cannot see my canvas. So whenever you guys paint, make sure y'all have a lot of natural light, or do whatever you got to do to create light. I just was so excited to do this video. Like I said, I was working on another painting earlier, and it just didn't really turn out the way I wanted because of the light. Maybe a little bit. But yeah, when you guys are doing these trees, make sure y'all alternate. Like it goes one way, then the other way. Because if you do two on each side, then you're going to give it horns, and your tree will start looking like a deer or something. Like I said, that's just a recommendation. If you like your trees to look like deers, then hey, all power to you. Not my cup of joe. But I can see the appeal, I guess. Maybe this guy, he goes out far. Ooh, that's a big limb right there. Go farther down on the tree, a lot of times normally the bigger the tree limb is, so that works out good. And don't forget, maybe they got like little branches that kind of feed and go however they want to go, so you can go back and a lot of cool stuff you can do with trees. A lot of cool stuff with nature, just in general. Like, maybe this guy, he's going out that way. And he has maybe some branches that kind of go up. our big old tree right there. I'll tell you what. That was my southern coming out. Alright, so now, since we got this tree, he's just kind of floating in the middle of our water. We should probably give him some land to sit on. I'm just going to go ahead and grab some black. And we'll just go ahead and... What's cool about bushes is a lot of times, you know, painters, we use them as ways to frame paintings in a way. Like I said, you know, I know I've said it plenty of times, as a painter, you are a illusionist. You trick the eye into believing it's seeing things. So that's very much what you do with bushes and the framing concept. Because I put it in here, and same thing with the tree, because I put it on this side, it forces your vision towards the middle of the painting. Let's see, where did I put that oval brush? I know I was just using that joker. There it is. Okay. So, let me go back to our oval brush. And all I'm going to do is just give off some, well, I'm going to send it flying apparently, but I'm just going to tap very gently. Put some more Viridian in there. Maybe a touch of white so that the color becomes more visible. Tap it in, load it. Same thing here. Yeah, that's looking good. I like that. And maybe, just maybe, I'm just, you know, having fun with this thing. I'll go back. We got our, grab some black, and we'll just kind of scratch in some indications that we have. Some stone here. Bring it down a little bit. Yeah, that's lovely. Cool. Well, maybe just little cleanups here and there, and I think we got us a painting. Let me make sure I don't send that. Scratch in some stuff maybe where the water might be hitting. Yeah, same thing down here. Alright. Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead, close out, set this down. You know, thank you guys so much for joining me for this this painting. I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm very blessed and honored that y'all, you know, take time out your day to watch these videos. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. I'm trying to get this channel popping. Displaying artwork is something I'm very proud of, and I'm even more proud to be able to share it. So, you know, tell me ways I might be able to improve. If you guys are interested in the paintings, they're available on ravenoakart.com. And if you have any questions about anything, feel free to email me at ravenoakart@yahoo.com. Make sure to check out our Instagram, Raven Oak Art. Also my personal one, if you're interested, Caleb Knowles Art. We got a lot of cool stuff planned for the year. I think I posted a video already, but we got our first sponsor. I might have said, well, I'm sure I did say that during the intro, but Paint 22, they're incredible. Make sure you go check them out. Awesome, awesome people, and very awesome for veterans. Let's see, am I forgetting anything? Yeah, I guess that's pretty much everything. Thank you guys so much, and always continue painting. Have a blessed day, and bye.